The book of Devarim, also called Deuteronomy chapter 28. And it shall come to pass, if you shall hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh Elohika, to guard and to do all his commandments, which I command you this day, that Yahweh Elohika will set you on high above all nations of the earth, and all the blessings shall come on you and overtake you, if you shall hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Elohika. Blessed shall you be in the city, and blessed shall you be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of your body, and the fruit of your ground, and the fruit of your cattle, the increase of your kind, and the flocks of your sheep. Blessed be your baskets in your store. Blessed shall you be when you come in, and blessed shall you be when you go out. Yahweh shall cause your enemies to rise up against you, to be smitten before your face. They shall come out against you one way, and flee before you 7 ways. Yahweh shall command the blessing upon you and in your storehouses, and in all that you set your hand unto. And he shall bless you in the land which Yahweh Elohika gives you. Yahweh shall establish you a holy people unto himself, as he has sworn unto you, if you shall guard the commandments of Yahweh Elohika, and walk in his ways. And all people of the earth shall see that you are called by the name of Yahweh, and they shall be afraid of you. And Yahweh shall make you plenteous in good, and in fruit of your body, and in the fruit of your cattle, and in the fruit of your ground, and the land which Yahweh swore unto your fathers to give to you. Yahweh shall open unto you these good treasures in the heavens, to give the rain unto your land and in his season, and to bless all the works of your hand. And you shall lend unto many nations, and you shall not borrow. And Yahweh shall make you the head and not the tail, and shall be above only, and you shall not be beneath. If that you hearken unto the commandments of Yahweh Elohika, which I command you this day, to guard and to do them, and you shall not go aside from any of the words which I command you this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other Elohim to serve them. But it shall come to pass, if you will not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Elohika, to guard to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command you this day, that all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you. Cursed shall you be in the city, and cursed shall you be in the field. Cursed shall you basket in your store. Cursed shall be the fruit of your body, and the fruit of your land, and the increase of your kind, and the flock of your sheep. Cursed shall you be when you come in, and cursed shall you be when you go out. Yahweh send upon you cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that you set your hand unto for to do, until you be destroyed, and until you perish quickly, because of the wickedness of your doing, wherefore you have forsaken me. Yahweh shall make the pestilence cleave unto you, until he have consumed you from off the land, whither you go to possess it. Yahweh shall smite you with the consumption, and with a fever, and with inflammation, and with extreme burning, and with the sword, and with the blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue you until you perish. And your heaven that is above your head shall be brass, and the earth that is underneath you shall be iron. Yahweh shall make the rain of your land powder and dust. From the heaven shall it come down upon you until you be destroyed. Yahweh shall cause you to be smitten before your enemies. You shall go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. And your carcass shall be eat up unto all fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away. Yahweh will smite you with the botch of Mitzrayim, and with the tumors, and with the scab, and with the itch, wherefore you cannot be healed. Yahweh shall smite you with the madness, and blindness, and astonishment of heart, and you shall grope at noonday, as the blind gropes in the darkness. And you shall not prosper in your ways, and you shall be only oppressed and spoiled over more, and no man shall save you. You shall betroth a woman, and another man shall lie with her. You shall build a house, and you shall not dwell therein. You shall plant a vineyard, and shall not gather the grapes thereof. Your ox shall be slain before your eyes, and you shall not eat thereof. Your ass shall be violently taken away from you before you, and shall not be restored unto you. Your sheep shall be given unto your enemies, and you shall have none to rescue them. Your sons and your daughters shall be given unto another people, and your eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in your hand. The fruit of your land and all your labors shall a nation which you know not eat up, and you shall be only oppressed and crushed always, so that you shall be mad for the sight of the eyes which you shall see. Yahweh shall smite you in the knees and in the legs with a sore botch that cannot be healed, from the sole of your foot unto the top of your head. Yahweh shall bring you. Your kings with you shall be set over you, unto a nation which neither you nor your fathers ever known. And there shall you serve them other Elohim, wood and stones, and you shall become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations whither Yahweh shall lead you. You shall carry much seed out into the field, and shall gather but little in, for the locusts shall consume them. You shall plant vineyards and dress them, but shall neither drink of the wine, nor gather the grapes. Of the worms shall eat them. You shall have olive trees throughout all your coast, but you shall not anoint yourself with the oil, and your olives shall be cast his fruit. You shall beget sons and daughters, but you shall not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. All your trees and the fruits of your land shall be locusts consumed. The stranger that is within you shall get up above you very high, and you shall come down very low. He shall lend to you, and you shall not lend to him. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon you, and shall pursue you, and overtake you, till you be destroyed, because you hearken not unto the voice of Yahweh Elohika, to guard his commandments and his statutes which he commanded you. And they shall be upon you for a sign and for a wonder, and upon your seeds forever, because you serve not Yahweh Elohika with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shall you serve your enemies, which Yahweh shall send against you, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck until he have destroyed you. Yahweh shall bring a nation against you from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies. A nation whose tongue you shall not understand. A nation of a fierce countenance, which shall not regard the persons of the old, nor show favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of your cattle, and the fruit of your land, until you be destroyed, which also shall not leave you neither grain, wine, or oil, or the increase of your kind, or flocks of your sheep, until you have destroyed you. And he shall besiege you in all your gates, until your high and fenced walls comes down, wherein you trusted throughout all your land. And he shall besiege you in all your gates throughout all your land, which Yahweh Elohim has given unto you. And you shall eat the fruit of your own body, the flesh of your sons and of your daughters, which Yahweh Elohim has given you, in the siege and in the straitness wherewith your enemies shall distress you, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the woman of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children which he shall leave, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he has nothing left him in the siege, and in the straitness wherewith your enemies shall distress you in all your gates, the tender of the delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward the men of her bosom, and toward the son, and towards her daughter, and towards her young one that comes out of between her feet, and towards her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the siege of straitness, wherewith your enemies shall distress you in your gates. If you will not guard to do all the words of the Torah that are written in the Cepher, that you may fear this glorious and fearful name, Yahweh Elohim, and Yahweh will make your plagues wonderful, and the plagues of your seed, even great plagues of the long continuance and sore sickness, and of long continuance. Moreover, he will bring upon you all the diseases of Mitzrayim, which you were afraid of, and they shall cleave unto you. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the Cepher of this Torah, then will Yahweh bring upon you until you be destroyed. And he shall be left few in numbers, whereas he has the stars of the heaven for multitude. But you will not obey the voice of Yahweh Elohim. And it shall come to pass that as Yahweh rejoice over you to do you good and to multiply you, so Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And he shall be plucked from off the land whither you go to possess it. And Yahweh shall scatter you all people among all people, from the one end of the earth and unto the other. And there you shall serve other Elohim, which neither you nor your fathers have known, even wood and stones. And among these nations shall you find no ease, neither shall the sole of your foot have rest. But Yahweh shall give you there a trembling heart, a failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And your life shall hang in doubts before you, And you shall fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of your life. And in the morning you shall say, would to Elohim it were evening. And at the evening you shall say, would to Elohim it were morning. For the fear of your heart wherewith you shall fear, and for the sight of your eyes which you shall see. And Yahweh shall bring you into Mitzrayim again with ships, by the way whereof I spoke unto you. You shall see it no more again, and there he shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.